Introduction to Fetch API. Fetch API is a modern, promise-based way of making HTTP requests in JavaScript. It's part of the window object and is available in most modern browsers. Fetch API provides a global fetch method for making HTTP requests. The fetch method returns a promise that resolves to a response object. How to use Fetch API? Using Fetch API is simple and straightforward. Make a GET request using the fetch method. The fetch method returns a promise that resolves to a response object. Use JSON method to pass the response body as JSON. Handling responses and errors with Fetch API. Fetch API only rejects the promise on network failure, or if anything prevents the request from completing. Even if the server returns a response with an HTTP error status code, Fetch will resolve the promise. To handle HTTP errors, check the OK property of the response object. Practical example, making a GET request. Use Fetch API to make a GET request to a REST API and display the results. Check the OK property of the response object to handle errors. Use JSON method to pass the response and display the results.